Hello and welcome to WOW. Today we'll be talking about 10 facts you did not know about Martin Luther King Jr. 1. Michael, not Martin, was King's birth name. King was born on January 15, 1929 as Michael King Jr. But in 1934, his father, a minister at Atlanta's Ebenezer Baptist Church, went to Germany and met Martin Luther, a key figure in the Protestant Reformation, who inspired him. King Sr. changed his name as well as his son's, who is now 5 years old. 2. King enrolled in college when he was 15 years old at the time. Was such a talented student that he skipped grades 9 and 12 before enrolling in Morehouse College, his father's and his maternal grandfather's Alma School, in 1944. King did not want to pursue the family profession despite being the son, grandson, and great-grandson of Baptist preachers until Morehouse President Benjamin E. Mays, a renowned theologian, persuaded him to do so. Before earning a sociology degree from college, King was already ordained. 3. King earned a Ph.D. in systematic theology. King graduated with a master's in divinity from the Crozer Theological Seminary in Pennsylvania before enrolling in Boston University's doctoral program, where he earned his Ph.D. in 1955. A comparison of the conceptions of God in the thinking of Paul Tillich and Henry Nelson Weeman was the subtitle of his dissertation. 4. King did not deliver his "I Have a Dream" speech alone located at the Lincoln Memorial. King was one of the civil rights leaders who spoke on May 17, 1957, during the prayer pilgrimage for freedom, 6 years before delivering his famous speech at the March on Washington. King discussed voting rights in his first national talk, which was made in front of a throng that was believed to be between 15,000 and 30,000 people. Strong plaudits for his address, in which he pleaded with America to "give us the ballot," placed him at the front of the civil rights leadership. 5. King spent nearly 30 years behind bars. The King Center claims that the civil rights activist spent 29 different times in jail. He was detained on fabricated charges and for civil disobedience, such as when he was imprisoned in Montgomery, Alabama, in 1956 for exceeding the posted speed limit by 30 miles per hour. 6. A decade before his passing, King squeaked by in an assassination attempt. King was in Harlem on September 20, 1958, signing copies of his new book, Stride Toward Freedom, in Blumstein's department store when Isola Ware Curry approached him. If he was Martin Luther King Jr., the woman questioned. When he replied yes, Curry slammed a 7-inch letter opener into his chest and shouted, "I've been looking for you for 5 years." King had to undergo hours of complex emergency surgery when the blade's point came to rest next to his artery. King was subsequently informed by surgeons that a single sneeze may have killed him. King released a statement from his hospital bed, where he spent weeks recovering, defending his nonviolent convictions and claiming he had no ill intent toward his mentally ill assailant. 7. King's last public address was predicted his demise. King gave a speech the night before he was killed, saying, "Like everyone, I would like to live a long life. I came to Memphis in April 1968 to support the strike of the city's black trash workers. Lifespan has a purpose. But at this point, I'm not worried about it. The promised land is what I've seen. I might not accompany you there. However, I want you to know that we shall reach the promised land as a people tonight. And tonight, I'm joyful. I have no worries at all. I have no fear of any men. My eyes have witnessed the Lord's arrival in splendor." 8. King's family members did not believe Charles Earl Ray only acted. Career criminal Ray admitted to killing King but afterwards changed his mind. In a public meeting with Ray in 1997, King's son Dexter pleaded for the case to be reopened. The mafia, as well as local, state, and federal government organizations, according to Coretta King, the late Martin Luther King Jr.'s widow, She welcomed the verdict of a 1999 civil lawsuit in which a Memphis jury determined that Ray was set up to bear the blame and that the assassination was the result of a conspiracy. There was no proof of a conspiracy, according to a 2000 study from the U.S. Department of Justice. 9. A bullet also killed King's mother. Marcus Wayne Chenault Jr. got up from the front row, pulled out 2 handguns, and started shooting on June 30, 1974, during a Sunday service inside Ebenezer Baptist Church, where 69-year-old Alberta Williams King was playing the organ. King was murdered by one of the gunshots, just a few feet from the spot where her son had advocated nonviolence. Despite having received heavenly orders to kill King's father, who was a member of the church, the psychotic gunman claimed that Christians were his enemies and that he killed King's mother instead of her because she was closer. Additionally, a church deacon died in the incident. Due in part to the King family's objection to the death penalty, Chenault's death sentence was eventually commuted to life in prison. 10. Only 3 other Americans, George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, and Cesar Chavez, had their birthdays recognized as national holidays. King Day was declared a federal holiday in 1983 by President Ronald Reagan. The holiday, which was originally observed in 1986, is observed on the 3rd Monday in January, which is just before the civil rights leader's birthday on January 15th. Thanks for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more interesting facts that will wow you.